leading your team. Okay, our recording is in progress. Good. All right. Leading your team is the project. The purpose of that project is to educate members on how the website is a collaborative effort of the executive team. Title: Can our website be your best friend? Mark has been working with the Toastmasters Club website, otherwise known as FreeToastHost or FTH, for a decade. He has become an expert and loves teaching others how to take advantage of its wonderful features. He is a FTH ambassador. If you submit a support request, he might reply to it. Mark hosts a monthly international training and does custom training for clubs around the world. Time 6 to 8 minutes. Mark.
Hi, everyone. I'm going to explain how to get the most out of FreeToastHost. And you may be wondering what that is. Well, a lot of people do because it's not that obvious. FreeToastHost is the club website that we have. Everyone likes a good narrative. And our narrative is this. In fact, just so you know, there's several different kinds of stories, and the most popular one is an origin story. Superheroes, countries, life, you, the story you just read, the story you wrote, the story you're going to write, and websites. So this is an origin story about our website. The origin of FreeToastHost, or FTH, began in the early 2000s. Bo Bennett was a distinguished Toastmaster and a PhD who was frustrated with how the Toastmasters didn't provide enough tools to help him and his fellow members be successful in their Toastmasters journey, and also to help with the officers in their roles. So he went ahead and wrote the software that would become FreeToastHost version 1. That software became so popular that it grew and grew and spread throughout the world. Today, over 2/3 of the 16,000 clubs worldwide use FTH. Along about 2010, Steve James, distinguished Toastmaster, took over the roles of being the programmer because he too was frustrated with not only the tools that were available, but also the lack of development in FTH. He quickly came out with version 2. That's when I joined the fray and learned about the website. We're now using version 3. Along the way, I became an FTH ambassador, and I'm now giving trainings on a regular basis because I just love how fun and easy it is and how valuable this can be, not only for you as a member, but for all of the officers and our team. I'd like to go over some of the benefits and value and things that are going to help you in your journey on our website. I'd like to talk about our agenda and some of the tips and tricks that you may not be aware of. And finally, go over and show you a video classroom that will make everything easy to understand about anything you might want to know about our website. Now, you're familiar with our website, but have you really explored it? To give you an idea of some of the things that are available On the main menu, just so you know, there are some very simple things that everyone out there in the world can see. But the keys, the tricks, the fun stuff is in the members only tab. If you are wanting to contact somebody within the club, did you know that everybody's email and contact information that's in the club that's a member is available there? If you're interested in downloading timers report, those fancy timing cards, for instance, that people use as their background, they're all right here. Karen talked about paying membership dues. You can do that right here on a PayPal button. Slick, huh? Another thing that you can do is if you want to know how to become a distinguished Toastmaster, there you go. It's all right there. And another thing that I really like is we put this together this year is some helpful videos that might entertain and delight you and also provide you with some good information. My favorites is this last one that I recently added. Neil Lightfeld is in my Valencia Toastmasters Club, and he won the District 52 Tall Tale Championship speech. And folks, if you want to see a Tall Tale speech, this is the one to watch. It is so good. He is an amazing speaker and a lot of fun. Pro tip, if you want to know, and this was mentioned earlier, if you want to really see what's going on, David mentioned it, you can actually search YouTube for the world champion of public speaking and see some of the best speeches over the last 6 or 7 years. And they will delight and thrill you. And some of them are just absolutely spellbinding. If you're stuck as the wordsmith wizard with trying to find a word of the day, and you're stuck in a canicule, you can go to the word of the day link, and there you'll find lots of fun things. On to our agenda. On the agenda, I'm going to show you a few things that are really a lot of fun. First of all, you'll see 4 icons up at the top. Here, you'll find a way to find out all of your role reports, all of your speech reports, and anything else. So for example, if you want to know where you are as far as how many speeches you've given, simply select all the speeches or for the current year. And then when you run it, you'll be shown all of the speeches you've given so that you can match your progress along with your path. If you're taking a role, we've incorporated, for instance, as the timer, the timing report and the script for that role. If you're new to a role, you can pull up the script and go ahead and read it. Finally, and last, I'd like to share with you something that I put together that I'm very excited about. I have a lot of fun with, and that's the video classroom. And this will take you to a very easy to use 3 to 4 minute short, each one video on all the aspects of how to use the club website. Here, if you're an officer and you want to learn more, for example, about how to do your job and support the team, you have all of these aspects available to you. Now, you may be thinking, what does this have to do all with me? Well, folks, we all have an origin story. You have an origin story. What is going to be, going forward, your origin story? As looking backwards, you can say, I was great at being a public speaker, and I owe it all to my club website. Well, maybe not, but this is at least how you can use the Free Toast website as your friend, and you now know how to get the most out of FreeToastHost.
Thank you, Mark.